Night of Champions 2014, the main event, John Cena versus Brock Lesnar for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Let's get down to it, folks. YouTube, what's going on? BD Wolfgang 1980 here, aka Bezell, the man to see and the place to be in the QCNC. Woo! I enjoyed this one, folks. I'll be honest with you. I enjoyed this match. I thought they really did bring it tonight. Let's see. Just going for my thoughts from the previous encounter. That was a complete blowout. It was from start to finish. Brock Lesnar just destroyed John Cena. And as much as I enjoyed what happened in that match, as far as the total outcome, for me, it wasn't a good match. And I know for a lot of you, it probably wasn't, whether you enjoyed it or you hated it as far as the outcome. Because if you're a John Cena fan, I'm sure you were crushed during that match. I mean, Brock Lesnar absolutely just took it to him. But after that type of build-up and storytelling, for me, it was going to be hard to accept any type of offense from John Cena tonight. And so I'll tell you how they handled that part of it, and, we'll get to all that. But what did you think? I'll tell you what, I thought we finally got a little something that at least we could say we could sink our teeth into it. Now, I know some of you are thinking, you saw a lot of Super Cena spots, and yes, we did. And it had me nervous as well. Honestly, there for a minute, I didn't know what was going to happen. I really didn't, because I knew what I thought should happen, which I always thought that they were going to kind of pretty much let Brock run through Cena again. Maybe not as bad, but it was going to be still a dominant match. But no, I was wrong. This time Cena really did take it to Brock in his own way. Cena's not the best worker in the world, but, I'm not here to worry about that. At the end of the day, if you can put on an entertaining match, whether it be you doing the offense or getting your butt beaten, I can enjoy it either way. So we're not here to talk about his work acumen. But one thing I will say about his work is, did you see that vicious, German suplex he took? And a lot of that, as far as the, negative impact that Cena took on that, you know what I'm talking about. You know which one I'm talking about is that first one that they really kept showing the replay of. That goes to take, not knowing how to take a bump. Cena's not the best worker, and that really showed on that. He really didn't take he took a terrible bump on that. He might be feeling the effects from that. That was a nasty bump. Comment down below, tell me what you saw. But that was a nasty one. You got to protect yourself out there. This is not for everyone. It's a very dangerous sport. That's why I love it and respect it. Tell me how you feel about wrestling. Tell me how you felt about this match. Comment below. I want to hear some interaction. But as far as the tone of the match, the storytelling of the match, I enjoyed it. They took their time. It wasn't a long classic match, but it was long enough to, tell a story. Now, I will say it had a few holy crap moments. Cena did a bunch of AAs out of nowhere. He did one about 30, 40 seconds into the match. Kind of like they did on SummerSlam as far as, Brock Lesnar delivering that really early F5. I mean, I guess they were just, they're just flipping the page, turning the page of the book and letting you have something a little different, a little bit for everybody. They got to try to please everybody. You know how that goes. This is pro wrestling. But there was a lot of AAs delivered, and Brock Lesnar, as far as his offense, there was a lot of strikes, and a lot of manhandling as far as picking Cena up, throwing him into the turnbuckles, holding on to him. He did a lot of Kimura locks as far as trying to get Cena to tap out to that, which, we saw what happened to Triple H as a result of that. So we know Brock Lesnar knows what he's doing with that. It's all about storytelling. So we know the history of that move as far as Brock Lesnar is concerned. And Cena never tapped, and he was fighting back. We've seen it all before, but, at the end of the day, I just want to be entertained. And, I was. I was enjoying the match. I enjoyed the back and forth. We had a very vicious and very nice belly-to-belly overhead release suplex that Brock delivered to Cena. You want to talk about textbook. It was awesome looking. Once again, very dangerous move. But it looks like Cena, took care of himself as far as his landing on that one. But, man, what a vicious slam. It looked awesome. Tell me what you guys thought. But let's see. As far as what happened after that, Cena eventually started to ease his way into taking over the match. It went from Brock. It never was a Brock dominating performance on this match tonight. Let me make that clear. Brock had his spots, but Cena was working and slowly but surely just, staying on top of Brock. I guess that's the best way to put it. He was slowly but surely doing what he needed to do. to get the victory. But also, we saw a lot of AAs. Let me throw that in again. And the crowd was popping for each one because even like me, and I'm not a big fan of Cena as far as, especially when it comes to Brock Lesnar. I want Brock Lesnar to win every time. That's just my personal opinion. But I'm going to keep it fair for you guys. That's what I do for you. But as far as, Cena throwing those AAs, I was jumping up in my seat as well because we've seen it before. I was like, holy smoke, here it goes. He's getting ready to get the 1, 2, 3. But then he threw some AAs, but instead of going for the 1, 2, 3, he rolls Brock over, and he does the STF, which what does he call it now? The who knows, but I know it's the STF. But he does that to Brock, and every time Brock kind of manhandles his way through the move and eases toward the ropes, Cena backs him right on up, and we're seeing dead in the middle. He's got Brock locked dead in the middle of the ring. And let me tell you, at this point, I don't know what's getting ready to happen. Are we going to see from that serious beatdown that we saw at SummerSlam? Are we getting ready to see Brock Lesnar go out like a punk here and tap out? Is that going to be the payback for Brock when you mess with Cena? Are we getting ready to witness that? That's what I was thinking to myself. So I was, I'm on the edge of my seat just like like the rest of you were. And once again, Brock powers out and moves to the rope. Cena gets him. Actually, this time Cena gets him up for another AA. Boom. At this point, I'm like, it's over. It's done. It's getting ready to happen. I'm sold. It's over. But once again, Cena goes for that, elusive tap out. He really wants to punk Brock out and rolls him over and puts him back in the SCF. And then once again, I'm still thinking, yeah, it's over. This is how he's going to do it. This is how he's going to get it. And lo and behold, Seth Rollins runs in, attacks Cena with the Money in the Bank case, the briefcase. Now, Brock is still reeling from everything that he's just dealt with, so he's not really a factor right now, right this second. He attacks Cena with the briefcase. Rollins attacks Cena with the briefcase, and he comes back to Brock as he's kind of easing up. Now, bear in mind, once he did that attack, that was automatic disqualification. Cena wins the match by disqualification. Forgive me for forgetting that. He wins the match by disqualification, but because of that, Brock is going to retain his title. So Brock doesn't lose the title, which, I guess that's what I wanted, but I didn't expect to get it that way. But let me get down to it. So he's got Cena feeling it from the effects of that briefcase. And Brock is slowly, he's fumbling up, slowly getting into himself. Seth Rollins delivers a vicious curb stomp, as only he can do, to Brock Lesnar. That's right. He crossed that line, folks. And so from there, he's going down to the officials and saying, hey, I'm ready to cash in. I'm ready to do this. This is my chance. This is my time to get the title. And he goes back up there. A little bit of time elapses. They got to make the formal announcement into the microphone and all that good stuff. And as that happens, of course, hey, it's going to take more than a couple of briefcase shots to keep Cena down. We know that. He gets back up. He takes it to Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins, runs out. And as that happens, Cena should have been watching his own back. He takes a vicious and a beautifully delivered F5 from the Beast Brock Lesnar. So at the end of the match, Brock was standing tall. Even though he went out like a punk, in my opinion, not necessarily him, but for what I like to see, that was just not, that was not the ending I was looking for. You guys tell me what you thought of the ending. Let me know what you thought. I really want to hear it. Did you think it was an awesome match? I thought the match itself was awesome. I just hated the ending. I really did. But let me know what you thought. Maybe you liked it from start to finish. I really want to know what you thought. But anyways, what's going to happen now, folks? Where do we go from here? Seth Rollins, just a mere fact, even though he failed on his whole quest for the Money in the Bank, beat Brock Lesnar while he's down motive he went for. See, he's already crossed that line. See, now what happens? What does Brock do to him once he gets his hands on him? How does he try to weasel out of it? Does he try to weasel out of it? Will he be too busy having his hands full with Ambrose? So I'm very curious to see what's going to happen and where they're going to go with this. Let me know what you guys think where they're going. But let me go ahead and cut this video short, but I hope you enjoyed it. Tell a friend, like, subscribe, share the video, and, let's try to grow the channel. Thank you for watching. Bezell out.